public speaking. I mean, just hearing those two words can make your palms sweat, right? But what if I told you that you could actually turn all that anxiety into your greatest asset? Okay, let's dive in and figure out how to give a presentation that really truly connects. You know, this quote from Marjorie North at Harvard, it just kind of says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly nails that feeling that getting up in front of a crowd is somehow scarier than, well, pretty much anything else. If you feel this way, trust me, you are not alone. And it's so important to remember that feeling this way is completely normal. It's a universal thing. But here's the good news. It's not some giant wall you can't get over. It's just a hurdle, and you can absolutely learn to manage it. So let's reframe what being nervous really is. That pounding heart, those shaky hands, that's not a sign you're going to fail. That's your body getting amped up. It's an adrenaline rush that's actually making you more alert and ready to knock it out of the park. It's a feature, not a bug. So in this explainer, we're going to give you the toolkit to do just that. We'll cover the 3 big pillars: how to craft a message that feels solid, how to design clean and powerful slides, and, of course, how to deliver your talk with some real impact. Let's start with the absolute bedrock of any great presentation. A strong, well-thought-out message is your #1 defense against feeling anxious. Seriously, when you're confident in what you're saying, that confidence just naturally comes through. And here's a simple little roadmap to get you there. It all breaks down into 4 really powerful steps. First, know your audience. Second, get your material organized. Third, you gotta grab their attention right from the start. And finally, close with a bang. Okay, let's talk about the golden rule. Your speech is about them, not you. The moment you shift your focus from your own performance to what your audience needs, the fear starts to melt away. So before you write a single word, ask yourself, who are these people, and what do they already know? That changes everything. You've got maybe 30 seconds to hook your audience, so please, don't waste it with a flat opening like, so today I'm going to talk about... No, hit them with some energy, a surprising statistic, a quick personal story, or a really powerful quote. That's what pulls people in and makes them want to hear more. Okay, you've got your message locked and loaded. Now let's talk about the visuals. Your slides are not your script. Let me say that again, they are not your script. Think of them as your visual toolkit, there to back you up and help your audience remember the important stuff. Good slide design is all about clarity, not cramming stuff in. You want a consistent look, text that's easy to read against the background, and visuals that actually mean something. Keep it clean, keep it simple. And a little pro tip, always check for typos. They can really chip away at your credibility. Oh man, this is probably the biggest mistake people make. If your slide is just a giant wall of text, guess what? Your audience is going to be reading, not listening to you. Keep it simple. Use short bullet points. Remember, you are the star of the show. The slides are just your backup singers. Here's a simple little rule of thumb for you. This number, 30. That represents the absolute minimum font size you should probably use. Why? Because you want to make sure the person in the very back of the room can read your slides just as easily as the person in the front row. All right, want to know a fantastic little trick that's going to save you a ton of time? In PowerPoint, look for something called Slide Master. From there, you can change a font, add a logo, tweak the colors, and bam, it automatically applies that change to every single slide. It's the secret to a super polished, consistent look. So you've got your message, you've got your slides. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, the delivery. This is where you actually bring your content to life and forge that connection with your audience. This quote from Harvard just nails it. The moment you turn your back and start reading directly from your slides, that connection with your audience, it shatters. Your focus goes from them to the screen, and you lose them. Which brings us to a really simple but super important idea. The slides, with their keywords and visuals, are for your audience. Your speaker notes, the detailed prompts and reminders, those are just for you. This is what lets you look up, make eye contact, and actually talk to people. So let's talk about dynamic delivery. First off, just be yourself. Let your personality shine. That's what people connect with. Make eye contact around the room, not just with one person. Use your hands, but try to avoid any nervous fidgeting. And here's a great little keyboard trick. If you press the B key, the screen goes black, which instantly brings all the focus right back to you. Pretty cool, huh? We are at the final and maybe the most crucial step. This isn't about being flawless, it's about being prepared. So let's talk about how to practice in a way that builds some real solid confidence. Let me be crystal clear. The single best way to beat public speaking anxiety is to prepare, and then prepare some more. When you know your material inside and out, you build confidence. And real confidence, well, it comes from that confidence. And practice doesn't just mean reading your slides in your head. No, no. Say it out loud. Record yourself on your phone. It's amazing what you'll notice. Ask a friend to listen and give you some honest feedback. Oh, and use the slide sorter view in PowerPoint to get a bird's eye view of your whole presentation to make sure it flows well. And as you practice, remember this. The goal is not a perfect performance. The audience isn't there to judge every little thing you do. They're there to learn from you. They want a human being, not a robot. So give yourself permission to just be good, not perfect. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Stop thinking of it as a performance and start thinking of it as a conversation. You're just sharing ideas you care about with other people. When you frame it like that, everything changes. So the only question left is, are you ready to begin?